Hey everybody, this is Jessica Jean here, and I am here today with a fan Q&A. You guys brought in your questions, and I'm going to answer them. So the first question is, what movies would you watch in a movie theater? It really can vary. It really just depends on if it's something that I'm interested in watching. I do like watching the superhero movies, like Marvel and DC in theaters. I'll watch a Disney movie. Anything that's a historical drama or historical romance is something I would definitely watch in the theater. Um, I'll watch fantasy like Fantastic Beasts or Harry Potter. So those are just a few examples of movies I would watch in a movie theater. So next question. What is a piece of clothing you no longer own but wish you still did? Um, that's a good question. um, Probably there's some stuff that I wish I still had that unfortunately I don't have because it stopped fitting. So for this, probably some sweaters. There's some sweaters that I've loved over the years that unfortunately I no longer have because they don't fit anymore. Um, there are a couple of graphic tees, like little t-shirts with little characters on or writing on them that I've liked over the years that I wish I still had, but unfortunately don't. um, and then there's in particular, there's a cardigan that I used to wear. It was a butterfly cardigan, and I literally wore it till it got torn up. So that's one in particular that I wish I still had because it was the cutest sweater, little cardigan ever. So, next question. Have you ever participated in a mosh pit? No. I have not participated in a mosh pit. I actually wanted to go to the Linkin Park concert when I was a teenager back in high school, and me and my friends had planned to go, and our parents just would not let us go. And they literally came up with every single excuse as to why we couldn't go, and we would keep finding solutions to the issues that they would address as why we couldn't go. And um ultimately it came down to like, look, we don't want you going there because there's possibilities that mosh pits could happen, and if you get stuck in one of those, we can't guarantee your safety. So that's what really it came down to. We couldn't go to a Linkin Park concert because of the mosh pits. And it wasn't just like Linkin Park performing, it was like a couple of other rock bands performing too, but it's bands that are known to have mosh pits in their concerts. So, next question. Have you finished shopping for Christmas yet? What are some gifts you have bought for others this Christmas? Yes, I actually finished Christmas shopping. Had to do it late this year because of a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, and Christmas shopping was very difficult this year. Everything I tried to find for people is either sold out or in the wrong size. So it's just hard to do Christmas shopping this year. But some gifts that I bought for others this Christmas, I got my friend a blanket, because she loves blankets. I got my dad some gift cards for restaurants that he likes. I bought my mom some perfume. I got my friends some gift cards for stores that they like to shop at. Um, so those are just a few things that I bought for people this year. Next question. What do you want for Christmas this year? Um, I mean, usually I just get books and DVDs and clothes, so I'm always content with that. So, sweaters, books, DVDs, I'll always be happy with something like that. Next question. What are some beauty products you are currently using? What do you like about them? Okay, so the shampoo and conditioner I'm using right now is the N&B Volumizing Shampoo and Volumizing Conditioner. Um, that is a brand of shampoo that's by WWE Superstars, well, former WWE Superstars, the Bella Twins. So that's their beauty line. And I actually like their conditioner and shampoo. It makes my hair easier to brush, so it's less tangly. Um, it smells good. It smells like Chanel number 5, which is my favorite perfume, so that's always a plus. Um, so other beauty products I'm also using. I know I mentioned my favorite perfume is Chanel number 5, but I'm not using it right now. I actually don't have any of it right now. Perfume I'm using right now is actually Moonlight by Ariana Grande, which I'm running low on, so I'll probably be switching that out soon once I run out. Lip balm, I use the Nivea brand. I use Burt's Bees. Um, for lotion, I'm using Nivea brand products. Um, and then as for what I like about them, what I like about Nivea is I've been using it for years. It like keeps my skin soft. So that's why I like using their lotions. Um, for deodorant, I use Tom's of Maine in the lavender scent. That's the deodorant I like. So, and what I like about it is that it doesn't leave deodorant marks on my clothes. So that's why I like that. So, next question. Do you prefer writing, painting, or drawing? I actually love to write. I'm writing stories, poetry all the time. It's something that I've loved doing since I was a kid. Originally, I started writing stories and poetry so I could improve my handwriting, because it wasn't always, the nicest looking handwriting. Back in like 5th grade, I was told it looked like chicken scratch. But writing stories and writing poetry improved how my handwriting looked, and then I just kind of fell in love with writing. I love doing it as a hobby now. It's just, I love using my creativity that way. What type of movies make you cry? Dog movies. Especially if the dog passes away in the movie. Ugh. Anything bad happens to a dog in a movie, I'm gonna cry. Movies like A Dog's Purpose, A Dog's Journey, those have made me cry. Dog movies make me cry so much. Other movies that have actually made me cry, The Notebook has made me cry. So, what are your favorite jazz and big band singers? Okay. Um, I like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. I like Louis Armstrong. I like Etta James, Eartha Kitt. So those are just a few off the top of my head that I can think of that I like. Who are some bands and singers you like to listen to when you feel calm and relaxed? I would say like Enya, um, all the big band and jazz singers I mentioned a minute ago, Dido. So basically, kind of like calmer music, but still kind of poppy or big band or jazz. What type of music do you listen to when you feel sad? That's a good question. Um, a little bit of pop, a little bit of big band, a little bit of jazz, classical stuff that when I'm sad will help me, to calm down or maybe even, get me happy again. What type of music do you listen to when you feel angry? Rock, heavy metal. Feel I can get my rage out when I listen to rock and heavy metal music. What type of music do you enjoy listening to most when you're happy? Basically the same music I listen to when I'm sad because it puts me in a better mood. So pop, classical, big band, jazz, oldies. So, what shows have you been watching or rewatching lately? I just finished rewatching Miranda. I've watched that a few times now. It's a British sitcom. Um, Other ones that I've been watching, I am watching season 4 of Agretsuko that just came onto Netflix. I've also been rewatching Two Broke Girls. Have you ever been in an ambulance? No, I've never been in an ambulance, thankfully. Hopefully, never will. Do you use a regular or electric toothbrush? I use an electric toothbrush. Have you ever had cosmetic surgery? No, I have never had cosmetic surgery. Do you prefer soft cookies or hard cookies? I'll eat both, but I prefer soft. And my favorite types of cookies is like chocolate chip. But as I said, I'll also eat hard cookies, so Oreo and Biscoff get thrown into the mix too. What vintage clothing pieces do you have, and what are your favorite vintage clothing pieces that you own? Oh, I have a lot of vintage clothing. I have a lot of vintage sweaters and cardigans. I've got one sweater that's got pink crosses on it, and it's from the 80s. I have a capelet from the 1800s. I want to say it's the 1890s to be exact. It's a little black capelet. I have vintage dresses from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. So those are a few things that I have. As for my favorite, oh, that's tough. Um, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because I love all of them. But I guess probably the ones I wear the most is probably my vintage cardigans because it's something I can wear to work. And then I love the vintage dresses too. So, what type of books do you enjoy reading? It can vary. I like fiction. I like fantasy. I like um romance. I like autobiographies. Um, so it really can vary. It just really depends on what piques my interest at the time. What book are you currently reading? What's it about, and are you enjoying it? So right now I am reading Princess of the Midnight Ball by Jessica Day George. It's kind of based, but it's like a series because she has other ones where the same characters are in those books. Um, but it's about a bunch of princesses, obviously. Um, but this one's kind of based on, I think, the 12 Dancing Princesses. At least that's the vibe I'm getting from it. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I like her books. I've read her other one, Princess of the Silver Woods, which definitely has some like Red Riding Hood vibes in it. So that one's probably my favorite of hers so far. But I like her. She's a good author. Well, that was the last question. So, thank you for everyone who sent your questions in. And if you want me to do another fan Q&A in the future, feel free to comment on this video letting me know, and I will definitely consider it. So, I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season and that you all take care and stay safe and have a great week. Bye, everybody.